And I think we're hot. Hey, everybody.
Good
Hello, hello,
morning.
hello. So, Volcanix was the first one in. I probably butchered that name, but Volcanix is what it looks like to me. And then Miss Kitty. Hi, Miss Kitty. And Aquarium Fantasy. And that looks like about it so far, but that is fine. What do you want to talk about?
Anything you want to. That didn't help much, did it?
It didn't help even a little. Robert Reed is doing a little lurking, and Nancy B came in. Hello,
Nancy
hello.
B.
So Ed gets to see Nancy here, what, this weekend or next?
Next weekend on the 6th, I believe.
Oh,
You
doing a
know,
little,
I rewatched our show last night, and it made me laugh quite a bit.
yeah? You were
Thank you.
disparaging it at the end of the show, saying it wasn't very good. Hey,
Oh, I'm
Nano.
just being goofy. I
Holy
hate it when I
cow,
don't
look
come
who's
in
here,
with a topic.
Joanna from Primetime Aquatics and the Small
Joanna,
Scale.
she's awesome.
She is awesome.
Joanna, this is Nico. He's my cat.
That is right there. That's the famous Nico. Depth charge
I
is in the house. Hey, Dep.
Yep.
Vanaski
Anowski. I hate
and
going into a
Elfish.
show without prepping a lot.
You hate it? Or
You
you
know, I like to have a bunch of stuff for my shows before I go live. And last night I just kind of well, let's just wing it. And I hate doing that. But it's not a good time.
yeah, it turned out okay. Hey, Denny. And Dix is in the house. Hey, Dix. So
I
I
know.
guess I don't remember. I think I talked about it. Did I talk about dead fish last week?
You know what? I missed half of it because I was driving and I didn't realize that it was 11 o'clock and not 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think I did talk about it because it would have been
Well,
last Friday.
what do you do with your dead fish?
I just put him in the freezer and wait till garbage day.
Oh, I
And
bury
then
mine.
I don't bury mine. Probably should, but I have nowhere to really bury them. I don't have like a
And
designated area.
well, it's like wherever the next plant's going to be, I put it under there. Kind of like the old Native American fish trick.
Yeah, yeah.
And I even used to do it with guppies, but now I take the guppies and I just swing them into the yard somewhere. But like if I've got a big fish, it's like this big. It it's great if I'm planting like a little tree or a bush or a shrub or something to put it underneath, and I really think it helps. Red laser.
Red, outside in, and Shane are all in.
Awesome.
And Mexicali. Hey, George, what's going on?
George.
Yeah, I just I don't want the raccoons getting into them, so I don't pitch them into the trash right away. But I do I freeze them, and then the morning the trash is picked up. I just toss them in there
You know,
because
this is oh go ahead.
oh no, that's fine. Joanna says fling them into the yard. That's a shirt right there.
What the worst thing I ever did was I had tinfoil barbs, and one of my big tinfoil barbs passed away. And I mean, it was like a big fish.
Yeah,
And I took it down to the woods because I've got like a wood line. I don't know. See it? Not really.
it's too
Um,
bright.
yeah. Last night it was too dark. Now it's too bright. Well, we've got like a wood line behind us, and I took this big tinfoil barb and I put it right at the wood line and just set it right down in between like the property line between me and my neighbors on Easter morning
Uh,
because I knew that his kids would be or not trick or treating, but Easter egg is searching and they'd see this great big silver fish. I just thought that'd
That's
be funny.
awesome. You come off as such a sweet man, and then that.
Well, they're like, Mommy, where did this fish come from?
My I see. That's another downfall. If I could somehow muster it within me to like small fish, my whole hobby would be so much easier. But like when my arowana died, that was 27 inches, almost 7 inches top to bottom. Uh, there's not. What are you going to do with that? I just threw them in the big freezer, turned them into a log, and waited. Because I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. Can't flush them. Certainly
Mountain.
can't flush them. Not that you should flush them anyway, because it just, especially in a septic, it just makes a mess. But outside in says, isn't that free sushi? Yeah, I don't know that I would want to eat anything. I don't know why it died.
Well, arowana tastes terrible too.
You don't know.
Just imagining. It
It
kind of
was
looks like a straight tuna.
it's a very bony fish. I know that for sure.
But maybe
How
it's
are
like
we doing today?
and the tail's perfect.
Aquarium Fantasy wants to know how we're doing. I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I woke up about a half hour ago and then I hit snooze like 3 times.
The dreaded snooze.
Oh, I love the snooze. What would you do without the snooze?
I don't use it because
Oh,
it just it gives me the false sense that I'm getting more sleep, but I'm not really getting any more sleep because it keeps waking me up.
well,
Mexico.
when the cats hear the snooze, they start getting all antsy and they are ready for morning breakfast too. So they start stomping on me and stuff. And yeah,
My kids, when they lived here, uh, they had some issues where they had to move back home. So my kid, her husband, and their young child moved back home, and they were in the basement, the back rooms there. And my office was right next to their room, and I swear to God, they would let that snooze go for an hour and a half. I'm like, just get up. You know how much you would have been an hour and a half of solid sleep had they just slept. If they don't really have to be up that early, I mean, what's the point? But different strokes for different folks, right?
yep.
Nancy B says she can't fling the small fish into the yards because the dogs would find them. Yeah, your cats don't go out, right? They're indoor
Nope.
cats.
And neither one of my cats like fish. Like I can't hide their cat meds and tuna like the big trick that I've done with other cats in my life. Neither one of my cats like the fish.
Scotty the fish freak. Hey there, Scotty. He's here
My
today.
cats don't even drink out of the guppy tubs. I think it's
Really?
because the guppy anything. I think it's because the guppies probably come up and bite at their tongue, and it freaks them out.
Maybe. My guppies were pretty
They're weird.
aggressive. You put your hand in the tank, they'll come up and start nibbling on you.
Oh yeah, I mean these guys could feast on the guppies if they wanted to.
Right. Squatchy's not here today. Hi, Squatchy and Quirky. Don't see anybody new yet. No, no, no.
Did you say hi
Quirky.
to Dennis?
I did.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Oh, so when does Nancy B have to work? She can't make the fish meeting on the 6th.
Wait, what? You saw that? I didn't see that.
Oh, I thought you said earlier that she had to work or something. Let's see. Nancy B.
Maybe today.
Oh, maybe it was today. Okay. Well, then I can still bring her the 2 mosaic plants at the fish club.
Let me just double check because I don't want to give you false information, or she can verify here while I look. Ed, I sent you a message. I have to work that Saturday. So she sent it, not me.
And I have not checked my messages today. I'm sorry.
So what does that mean? Does that mean you don't get to hook up to exchange whatever you're exchanging, or do you just have to wait?
She wanted me to pick her up a couple of those mosaic points from Aquanuga here in town. So I don't know. Nancy, if I head that way for some reason, I'll let you know and we could just meet at Taco Bell or something. Because I normally, every time I drive to St. Louis, I stop at the Taco Bell in Clarksville and I stop at the gas station that's like 2 miles in because it's always cheaper, like away from the highway. And they have really clean bathrooms. It's good to know where the good, clean bathrooms are.
Yeah, right. And Mr. J Rock is in. Hey, Mr. Rock.
Hi, Jay.
So, okay, well, how many other events do you have? Like, is that the only one in the near future, or do you have a bunch of them coming up?
Well, like for fish club stuff, we have them almost every weekend, but the last weekend of the month here in Tennessee. Because we have probably Chattanooga this week, and I don't know where it is or what they're doing. And then, hi, Jay. And then we have Knoxville is the third, and they're the second. Now, Knoxville sometimes changes it depending on if there's a football game or not, because the place that gives us the free room, and it's an amazing place. It's a mansion that's downtown right next to the University of Tennessee. And it's like it's not just somebody's big house. It's like a museum of some sort. And they let us have their lecture room, which is just fantastic because it's got the TV all hooked up, and the nice chairs. And they don't work on saving money. Like none of our clubs are working on creating profit. Like none of them worry about rent or anything like that. So they're just all free clubs.
Huh.
I donate $1 or $5 every time I go. They have like a fish bowl as a tip jar. And I put a 5 in every time. But yeah, Nancy, we'll figure out how you can get some mosaics. They're $15 a piece. So, I mean, that's a lot cheaper than most mosaic plants. And they come in like a 6-inch pot. So, it's a really good deal. Most mosaics I see online are like $25. And then they sell 6 of the floating plants, either water lettuce or hyacinths. I don't know if they have anything else. They are $1 off, so I think they're $4 a piece when you buy 6. If you buy less than 6, they're $5 a piece.
That's pretty good. I was looking for what the hell? I don't even remember whose channel it was. Was it maybe Stephen P's? Was it yours?
Okay.
I don't remember, but we were talking about plants, house plants that you can grow in tank water, and spider plant, and so I was looking for spider plants yesterday, and I couldn't find any. Nobody's got them. Yeah, it was Wet Your Plants on Friday because Kelly said, "Hey, Whip, I'm sure somebody has a cutting, how they grow their little babies off the leaves. Just have them send it to you." I'm like, okay, well, they're gonna have to volunteer that because I don't know who has spider plants, who doesn't. So.
We used to always have spider plants. I don't think we have any right now. Local. Oh, go ahead.
Coro was saying, I think it was Coro was saying there's another type too. Hey, Big Steve.
Well, my local fish store has a type that he buys them at Lowe's and then sells them in his fish store. And he just gave me one for free. And it was just beautiful. And they grow like crazy in his tanks. And he gave me one to do a video on and stuff and talk about. And I brought it home and Nico ate it like instantly. I mean, it was gone. He just chewed it completely to nothing. So I need to go back to Rob's shop, Aquatica Settings, and check it out and find out what it is. But he says he buys it at Lowe's and it's in dirt at Lowe's, but he just plants it in one of those hangouts like you gave me to hook you up with.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I was thinking about that yesterday. I can't find it anywhere. I wonder if my brother-in-law grabbed it thinking it was his PVC. Because my brother-in-law, he's like a plumber and he's always doing PVC work for our dad. And I can't find it anywhere. And I'm so sorry, Whip. If you could tell me what it was, I'll just buy you new stuff.
I don't even know. I think, don't worry about that. I can get more. It's not like PVC isn't that expensive.
Well, it's not fun for you to give it to me and then I don't make it and I just lost it for you.
It's all right. Things happen. So Nancy says that their Nashville club takes about 20% cut of the auction items. I always try to bring something as a cover charge. And then J Rock says he's driving an hour tomorrow to pick up floater plants for his tanks because there's nothing available locally. That's a great thing. You know, I don't know. You'll have to let us know where you live, Jay. And if Joanne is still here, I don't know if she's still here. Hey, Wendy. I don't keep a track of our meetings, but we have the GCCA and the Green Water Association, and there's like I don't remember four or five meetings for each year, and then but they kind of bridge the year, you know, like they're through January, February, then they take a break and then they come back on and do, you know, start the year again. So it's hard to know exactly how, without actually counting them, how many shows they put out. But they always have plants. They always have, I mean, if you can't find it there, you're looking for something very particular. Plus we have Iowa, that does their big one, you know, that great big one.
The Tri-Cities.
The Quad City. Yeah. That's 3 times or 4 times a year. I think they're looking to do a 4th one.
They've been doing it for decades. You know, they were doing that way back in the 90s when I was living in St. Louis. Because that was like the big fish swap that everybody did back then.
Yeah. So J Rock is in Colorado, just east of Denver by about 2 hours. So you have a potential to bump into Geek Boy.
Yeah.
New local Mike is here. Hey, buddy, what's going on? And Aquaballs George.
What city did he say in Colorado?
He said Morgan. I've never heard of it.
Sure that Priscilla is a manager of a PetSmarts now in Boulder. And Priscilla used to be very active on YouTube, but now I think she's just gotten so busy she's not. But she is an amazing wealth, is that correct, of knowledge for fish. If you can find Priscilla, it's well worth it. Because
is she the author? Artist? She did some artwork, right?
Yes.
That's the same Priscilla? Yeah.
Yep. Darn it, I don't have any of her art in this room. But yeah, she's really cool.
So Mike says he just bought Soul Coughing tickets. I know. Is that a band, buddy? I am unfamiliar with that particular And then Joanna says the next swap is for Greenwater is August, and GCCA and Iowa start up again in August as well, or September maybe. Yeah, so I knew they were on break, but I wasn't sure about the. Yep, there they are. Wasn't sure about the Greenwater because I know they go almost all year round.
Well, when this show's over, I'm going to listen to my first music from City Hall. I hope it's just not like a group that coughs hymns, like oh, 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 oh. I was trying to do Amazing Grace, but that was terrible. It's hard to cough and sing at the same time.
Yep, you're right, Mike. That's that first August swap is definitely going to run into. But I don't know that I'm going to the Clash this year. Maybe, but not for sure. I want to make sure I have a job before I. If it's still undetermined at that point, I am not going to go. M&C, what's going on? Aquaballs is unfortunately not going. Kitty says just try not to bump into Geek Boy when he's on his bicycle because you make a wreck.
I am going to get some really neat fish bags from Alabama. No, not Alabama. Alibaba. It's like that website that you can buy stuff from China. Well, the Asian communities are always like ahead of the curve when it comes to fish stuff. And one of their bags that they use for bagging fish is amazing. I received it on the last, or some of these bags on the last quarter of guppies I got. And so I searched the world for them. I finally found them on Alibaba. And these bags you could literally stand on and they won't pop. They're a double bag plastic, and mine will be about this big because they're for guppies, but they have them like you could put goldfish this big, like a football. And you heat seal it at the top, but then it has like this little thing on the side where you stick an airline in and fill it with air tight, and you pull it out and it automatically seals. And it is as hard as can be. I mean, it's like, holding this clay, it's harder than the clay. You can't squeeze the fish. And they're 6 cents a piece. So that's what I think I'm going to try to get for the Clash for my guppies I'm taking there. Hey, Merrick.
So J-Rock says HDTV did its last season of Hometown Makeover at his hometown. So if you want to see where he lives, his little town was on like an 8-episode series on HDTV.
That's a show that Nico almost sat on that end of that thing.
Oh, that would have been getting his attention.
I pulled it out right before he sat.
Denny says my local club has an auction at the end of every meeting, and there are always plants to buy. Yep, that seems to be the case. What were you saying?
Well, Knoxville, their auction at the end, instead of an auction, they do a giveaway. So everybody brings their fish, and they give out tickets. And then they pull a ticket, and when your ticket is called, then you go up and you take a free bag of stuff. And there's normally enough stuff that everybody can go up twice, maybe 3 times. 3 times in a row, I won first person.
Oh, wow.
It was embarrassing. 3 times in a row. The first time I won, of course, I went up there and got some great G'dayids they were from John Select Pet. Oh, okay. Then the next time I won, I was embarrassed. So I went up there and I just took like 2 mystery snails. The third time, I didn't want to be first again because I don't want everybody to be like, oh, this guy, I hate him. Right. So literally, instead of putting the ticket in the jar, I put it under the jar. So nobody would, he would never pull my name. And when he picked up the jar and went, oh, another ticket, and put the ticket in, and it was like unbelievable.
Come on, man. Pick again.
I think I won 4 times in a row because the 4th time I gave my ticket to Mitch and he won.
Oh, jeez.
Just weird.
They sang Super Bob Bon. Ever hear of it?
You know what? I just downloaded the English version, and it's about a girl named Brenda that likes rhubarb. That's what that song's about.
Depth charge, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. Are you talking OFR? I assume, maybe? I haven't heard any announcements yet, but if that's what you're talking about, I don't know. My daughter's birthday is at the end of July, and she's coming home, and I haven't seen her in a while. So if it falls on the 25th, I'm not going to be there. What's that?
I didn't know cookouts are in Illinois now.
Cookouts are everywhere, bud.
Oh, I didn't know that I thought they were more of a Southern thing.
Like a cookout? Where people get together and drink beer and cook on the grill?
No, the restaurant cookout.
Oh, no, I don't even know what that is. It does say OFR.
Oh, man.
He was specific.
I want to take you to cookout. Cookouts are like a fast food place that's not fast food because it's more like, when your dad made a hamburger on a grill. It was like a real thick patty, and their shakes, they have like 50 different flavors of shakes. I get the beet shake almost every time. But they have just all sorts of cheap, good food, and it's really cool.
Interesting. Hey, if Mrs. Whip is listening, I am forgot my coffee upstairs. If you want to bring that down to me, please. Thank you.
Look, this is my caffeine.
Yeah, same stuff, just cold.
Oh. Well, it's tea.
He's J-Rock says Geek Boy is 2.5 hours away. He's been to the local LFS hometown, but never met the guy, and probably never will. I'm just too far away.
Poor geeks.
Yeah.
Geek Boy really is as smart as his name.
He is. He is a man. Oh man. He is a smart feller.
Yeah.
Hey, Merrick, I heard Ed say hi, but I just got down to you. So hello.
He made it so I had Wi-Fi in a place I didn't have Wi-Fi at the Clash. That's pretty smart.
Yes. I could have used him yesterday when my phone decided it was not going to, even though I had full signal, I could not attain the internet. It would not link to the internet. So I could, I had just logged into your show and it just went away. I don't know what to do. So I picked up the wife's phone and I said, let's see if it works here. And sure enough, it went right through. So I don't know what was going on with my phone. It could still be going on with my phone.
It sent us a photo. And your photo was like this.
Of course it was.
The worst photo ever. Like Rico said, you really look like you were just shot or something.
M&C says, I got to meet Skull and, just Skull. I think were you able to meet Chris too, as well? No.
Just Skull.
Who was that?
You know what?
Oh, that was Vibes.
On vacation.
Vibes and Chris and somebody. They got that just recently, like this past weekend.
Was it New Local Austin?
Was it? I don't remember. I saw a picture. Anyway,
I'm just thinking
that's
because
cool.
those guys all live close.
Send him home with a new tank.
Nice. Well, Skull is on vacation this week and he's visiting places in Iowa.
Ah, okay. And then
Maybe he's gonna
Melvin
go to
came
the
in. Looks like, hey,
Hiya,
Melvin.
Mel.
I wouldn't want just random fish. That sounds weird. I don't know what that was referred to. I've already forgotten.
Oh,
Or maybe they were talking. I don't know. That's what's happening to Susie Q. Did you watch her show last Sunday?
what did I? No, I did not.
She
I we were doing
you
something on
you might have
Saturday.
been driving. Were you driving Saturday? No, you were already up there by Friday, Saturday. You were just
No,
joeing
but
it.
I was hanging out with my family. We were all doing something because my sister and brother-in-law were here. Maybe we're just having a get together. I don't know.
But yeah,
My sister was moving into her house.
oh, that's what it was. Yep. I
Yeah.
remember we talked about that because they canceled Tennessee Fish Mafia. So
Oh man, my
so
elbow
Susie,
was really sore.
Susie and I just did an hour on her channel after her show.
Oh, that's awesome. Susie's amazing.
Um, let's see. Yes, Ohio Fish Rescue. Yeah, I just blind Dep. Sorry about that. You were specific. I just my eyes didn't pick it up until after the fact. So it's on the 27th. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make that trip or not. Kids got
You
to
guys are
come
making me
first. I don't
hungry.
get to see her that often anymore. I figure I got maybe 15, 20 more times before I die.
See
Uh,
Susie?
no, to see my kid.
Oh,
You only see him a couple times a year, and do the math.
oh, sad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Well, next time you see her, just blink a lot, and you'll seem like a lot more.
Oh, we got
Where's
Johnny
she
No
live?
Shoes here. She lives down by where you used to live. She lives down in Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You gave me all that wonderful barbecue sauce, and I had some of it yesterday.
You still got some hanging around?
Yep. This time I've been like just taking it very slow. The first time you gave it to me, my family, we pounded it. It was gone like all three bottles in less than a month and a half.
Wow.
So this one we've been going slow and doing a lot of the store bought barbecue in between.
That's who it was. It was George Mexicali. He got to meet Eddie and Chris.
Oh,
That's who
cool.
it was. It was
Well,
okay.
I remember that.
I knew I saw a picture, and I was just drawing a blank as to who it was.
Well, it's too bad you didn't get to also meet Mike.
Yeah, because he's right down
He
in
dresses
there.
up like a big walrus.
He's talking to Mike right here. Quirky is. Have you ever listened to state radio? I don't know what it is, but Super Bonbon always reminds me of their Man in the Hall. But they don't like sounds similar. Brains are weird sometimes. That's for sure. Especially when put under stress, where you're on in front of a camera and you're trying to think of things that but you can't think of. MNC
Oh
says
yeah,
Skull bought me some Greg Sage's longfin green. Oh yeah, I saw pictures. They were very cool.
nice. Is Mile High Pleco still in Boston? I mean, in Colorado? I bet he's there. He has some nice stuff. what goes out that way. My I don't know why I get Colorado mixed up with Boston a lot. Growing up, I had aunts in both places, and it was like our two of our stops on vacations was if we went west, we would see go by the Colorado ones, and if we go east, we'd always go by Boston and see that aunt.
Right. So it looks like Homer Rayner's got a fish problem. He's still ordering fish. And Dep, that's
Oh,
100% right. Yep. And Jax is here. Hey, Jax.
hi Jax.
Yeah, I saw you over there. You have a little bit of a name change, I heard. I don't know what your name was, but it is. I see it now. Benji's here. Hey, Benji. And Xanadu.
Hey XDew. XDew is one of our good D&D boys.
Yep. Sometime DM, sometime Killer Dwarf, sometime Bard.
And right now he's flooded in because he's in Minnesota.
Yes. Yeah, he was talking about that the other day. It sounds horrific up there. I saw some pictures that I think are from up that direction where like it's just huge crevices, like 20 feet deep crevices that have just been carved out of the landscape right through roads and driveways and front yards, backyards, you name it. It's just it's put a hurt on the land as it's re-escaping.
There's a dam. They thought they were going to lose it, but the water ended up going around the dam, so they didn't. But the dam, I think it was from 1901 or 1880, something like that. And I was watching lots of videos of that.
Good night,
But
Mike. Thanks for stopping
it
in.
kept going around. Night, Mike. Mike's awesome.
He is awesome. I got to talk to him at the Clash more than probably I've ever talked to him before. He's a very cool dude.
Who is taller?
I
How
don't
tall
know.
is Mike?
He's tall. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't saddle up to him though. I don't know.
the first time I ever met Mike was I was doing a walkthrough at Aquashella, and he kept standing like next to every like the booths and stuff I was trying to video, and I was like, "Who is this guy? Is he a security or something?" You know, that's what I was thinking. Was like he was going to give me a hard time, and it turned out it was Mike. But I mean, I had no idea. So
looks like Xanadu did lose a dam.
oh nuts.
So
Damn.
that's probably a lot of the problem. Rayner's getting close to maxing out the structural integrity of his place. It looks. Yeah, you don't want to cross that line there, buddy.
Oh,
That'll be a bad deal for everybody. What do we got there?
a flower horn shirt.
I don't think so.
I know. Well, I wanted the flower horn that looked like a cowboy, but they sold out. So I got the samurai flower horn from the flower horn booth at Aquashella like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It might say flower horn or something on the back. I don't know.
Stephen P.
Stephen P. We
He's
were just
ready to
talking
get
about you,
tanked.
Stephen.
Yes, we were. Oh, I thought you were talking about Mike.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. We were talking about you not just lately, but at the very beginning of the show.
Oh, okay. Because Steven's a large person too. He could definitely pass as a security
But
guard.
he's like Fisk's. Oh gosh, what's Fisk's name? Kingpin. He's all muscle.
He's all muscle. Why were we talking about him? I don't even remember.
It was about plants that you saw on Wet Your Plants.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Unless it was Rico's show in the morning. See, I don't
Oh,
remember.
good gravy.
Right? Because I think Kelly was there too.
That's now he's on his third show.
Yeah. I just suck when it comes to remembering things.
We're never gonna know what the plant was.
I definitely talked to Kelly and Steven on Friday night, and I definitely talked or Thursday night. Thursday night? What day is it? Monday night? Monday night.
Nope, it's
What's
Friday
your
right now.
plans? No, what's your plans is on Monday, right? Monday morning?
I
Or
thought it was Monday afternoon.
Afternoon. That's what I meant to say.
Oh. Well, then I was saying maybe they do a really early show and I'm just never up.
No. My brain is fried for some reason. So there's a new name I don't recognize, and Vigilum. Good to see you too, bud. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being vigilant. Vigilum.
Yes. I was trying to remember who was talking about the different. I know one was a snake plant, which is why I thought maybe it was Rico because he has like 800 of them laying around that all came from one. And then, but
Spider
Kelly
plant?
and them are. The spider plant was another conversation within the same conversation. We were basically just saying, is there anything more than just pothos that you can use to pull nitrates, out of the filter instead of planting a plant?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of elephant ear?
Leslie Perry. Yes. They get way too big. You can't put that. Those things get enormous. So
tanks.
They but the filters are still the same size. Vigilum hangs out with Pam and friends. That's where we would know them from. I don't know that is she still streaming?
Oh yeah. Pam had her birthday show just Sunday night.
What the heck? Did she fall off my algorithm?
I normally well, I used to be on her show quite a bit because I would do my painting, but I haven't been able to do any work in my art room. And at night, this room is way too dark for painting, so I just haven't been able to do any work at night.
Yep, that makes it tough when you can't see what you're doing. So Nancy B has an elephant ear in the tub. I can see that happening because then you can at least support it. But a little tiny piece of plastic holding up that gigantic thing on the back of a tank probably wouldn't go well. Monstera?
Any of the plants you can do hydroponics with, you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you could literally do tomatoes, cabbage, and green beans.
You want something that grows fast, though, right? I mean, that's the purpose of doing it, is to pull as many nitrates out as you can.
Yeah, it's hard because the aquatic plants just grow really fast. It's hard to find good, fast-growing stuff that are out, especially with our poor lighting we have inside the house.
Johnny, elephant ear is the big plant. It literally has leaves as big as an elephant ear. I mean, they are gigantic. It grows maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 foot tall. I don't think I've ever seen them taller than 6 foot. Noel, hey Noel.
This plant is not elephant ears, but it's about the same color.
Yeah, that's a miniaturized version. It's I don't know. I can't really think of a plant that is similar, like a rubber tree plant almost, right? But the leaves are enormous. J Rock says he uses to sprout new roots on cuttings. on just about everything.
Yeah.
Noelle's taking a walk,
J-Rock
so she
is
can't
right.
see a chat. But hi.
How are you? Don't
Yes,
get attacked by a
terrestrial.
squirrel.
Yep. That is correct. Because as you know, Johnny, if I have one tank, well, two if you count the 35 that I can put plants in without my cichlids completely destroying them. So, yeah, I've been looking for ways to grow things in the filter so it will pull out the nitrates, but it's not actually in the water. Because even I don't know if you can see this from that. This could get ugly, people. I apologize if I lose you. But do you see that? That is pothos thrown out of the filter. I don't know if it's too small, but that's the only one I've got going that's real good. I got another one in the tank behind me, but when that was growing really well, I threw some silver dollars, not even cichlids. I put silver dollars in there, and they ate the roots. That's why I came up with the idea I did for you to make the thing you made for me at the place at the time at the
And then I lost it.
No, you made the one.
Oh,
We did it right there on the property.
I just feel bad though that I didn't get you your others.
That's all right. I'll get you more.
Okay.
I'll bring everybody gifts and I'll bring you PVC pipe again. Dee, hi Dee Dee.
Sweet Dee Dee.
So yeah, and then Nancy followed it up by saying, "Yeah, it's a big tropical plant with huge leaves."
Yes, mother effer. What's the TA? Tight ass?
That's My Fish Tanks Aquatics.
Oh, I was thinking she was saying like she was like tired of answering this question.
Now,
She
I
was
don't
just
know
getting
Nancy
really
that
mean.
well, but I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be dropping the F-bomb.
I don't know. When I met her, she was wearing a Georgia t-shirt.
Oh, well, you know how those Georgians.
In Knoxville, of all places.
So she's brave.
Yeah. You don't mess with Nancy.
Sweet potato vines might be a good.
Oh, yeah.
Might be good for nitrate removing.
A whole sweet potato. Yeah.
And then George
and they
says,
make incredible root systems.
Check out, moving fast all of a sudden. Check out Plant Life Project. He had great videos on house plants you can grow in your aquarium. I will definitely make a note of that. Plant Life Project. And then J-Rock says, my lucky bamboo started about 6 inches. And is now over 3 feet tall. Holy cow. Are you growing that in an aquarium?
What's your light source?
Or just, yeah, right. How you doing that? Nancy says, yes, Ed, I came out with the F-bombs in the morning.
Well, it was probably
first thing in the morning.
Went off.
I am so tired of answering this every question. Dee Dee says, I made
during a fish club meeting.
Right. I made some PVC pipe tubes that are as tall as the back of the tank, several made together as one. I use the stuff Ed used for the sponge filter hides. You could drill holes into them. That's what we did, Dee Dee. That's actually what we did. But I had them do the hydro dip on them, so they look cool. Sculpty. And she says, I'll do it again too.
Mike, one of his eyes fell off.
Oh no. How are you gonna fix that? Glue?
Yeah. But first, I gotta try to reach it. I'm gonna go for it with my foot.
Yep, that's exactly the plan. I just have to figure out how to actually hang it, so it's secure and the fish, because my fish, I think you have smaller fish. The Managuense is about that big, maybe 15, 18 inches, 15 inches anyway. Big bull in there.
I'm using the same glue I use for aquascapes. Oh. No, Nico,
Uh-oh.
it's not food.
That's trouble. That's trouble.
Well, you saw me pull the lid off with my mouth, and you thought, ooh, food.
Food. Johnny says, maybe I should change my name to MFFTAQ.
And then another instant cure with this stuff.
Oh, I think Joanna was playing with that, if that's the same stuff.
Yep. I've been using it for years for my models.
Kuro says Vinoski put a potato in the back of his tank and it grew really big. Well, maybe that's an option right there. Yeah, I have like 3 stocks of the
potatoes were
tank
great.
100% growing. I don't know. Am I reading that right? Yeah, I have like 3 stocks in a tank, 100% growing in the tank. Oh, that's probably okay. That's the bamboo.
I'm going to blow my nose real quick. So I'm going
Go
to
ahead.
take myself off camera.
I'll keep talking. Suction cups. Raynard, have you had a suction cup that works more than a minute and a half? I don't know if I ever found one that works. I think I missed something. Oh, electric blue Acaras. That's what it is. Man, I was trying like hell trying to figure out what that meant. And angels and discus. Oh, so you have some discus that are big-bodied fish. Johnny said now he's going to be on in 6 minutes, everybody. 6 minutes. We got a 6-minute countdown. Sue Ann, you made it by the end of the show. Thank you for stopping in. Water also works for super. You what?
I bought 2 blue Acara from a local fish store, and I put them in the quarantine tank, and they didn't last.
Really? They're usually bulletproof.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But they died after like a week and a half, and that fish store shut down like in 3 more months after that.
Oh, well, maybe they had some things going on.
Yeah. Maybe they're making all their fish sick, and everybody that didn't quarantine is killing all their fish, and that'd just be bad.
Yeah, that's no good.
That was when I first came here.
Hopefully this doesn't make any noise. Hold, please. Share. How do you copy? Copy. Like. Paste. My fish tank.
Now, is it Missouri or is it Illinois that has the no helmet law? You just have to wear glasses.
Definitely Illinois. You don't have to wear a helmet. I don't believe Wisconsin is either.
I knew it was one of those places that I grew up in that guys would just wear sunglasses. Have you ever worn just your sunglasses and drive your motorcycle?
All the time. I mean, I didn't start wearing a helmet until I got my new bike, and I only use that now because um, I'm not super comfortable on it yet. You know, the center of gravity on it is so much higher than mine, my Fat Boy, that it's a little wobbly still. And if I crash it, I'm not looking to crack my head open like an egg in a frying pan. You know.
Now, my nephews, they have the helmets where they can talk to each other miles away from each other.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about miles, but you definitely, like Joanna and Jason have that with their group. They've let me kind of tag along a couple times, and they can communicate with each other as they're going down the road. Hey, JT.
Does it make you sad that everybody's talking and you're just driving or
Nah.
riding?
Unless I'm looking to spend a
There's
lot of
probably
money
like
where
a
I can
gear
hear
that
them.
goes,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear our talk because they're sound activated, so the wind would be just everybody would hear nothing but wind. Well, turn your mic off. It's just activated all the time, like your walkie-talkie that somebody's holding the button on.
so this guy that I got for your head would be pretty accurate, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you hold your mouth open like that to try to,
Oh, all the
when
time.
you
That's how
breathe,
I.
so you don't take bugs down?
Yep. So Dee Dee says make a clip out of a smaller piece. That's kind of what we were looking at doing. I think we are on the same page. I just have to rebuy it because somebody lost it. Gonna cost me all of $8.
Oh man, I'll give you $8 next time I see you.
And then Coro uses Adams Manufacturing for planters. Adams Manufacturing for planters and heavy stuff. Those kitty cot windows, bed things use. What the hell? I can't make that out to save my life. Those kitty cot.
Adams manufacturer for planters. They're heavy stuff. Those kitty knock window beds things use Adams manufacture. Okay, so I think it's kitty knocks maybe or something that you put in the window and the cats lay on them. And I guess it's high quality stuff because cats have to bounce on.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm piecing it together here.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it because he just went live, and I don't want to step on his toes like we did a couple weeks ago. So I went like an hour over. He's like, I watched the replay. He's like, damn, whip's still going.
Oh, sorry.
Ed did lose it. He made something really cool for himself and doesn't want to give it back.
It happens, but don't say anything.
Right. Yeah, I just haven't found one that works. You know what works is the Fluval, for the FX6. Those suction cups never let go. But every heater I have is floating. The Shark, the Sicce Shark, the internal canister that hangs on the glass, that gave out almost immediately.
Now those don't use suctions anymore. They use magnets.
Yeah. But the one I have is a suction cup. We'll see you later, Noel.
Bye, guys. We'll all see you over at Johnny's.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you over there. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Make time for those who matter in your life.
Bye.